Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke, and I really want to thank you for taking the time to click on this video blog. Today is March, I gotta look on my phone here, March 4th, and we have a couple of big missions today for this video blog, one of which is to make sure that I cover some of the topics from just last night's workshop session of the City Council. That would have been on March 3rd. The Council met and workshopped and talked about a number of issues, and I want to cover a few of them for you in a little bit more detail. And then I also have some tidbits of some this and that, some things that I hope that are informational and useful to you as you live, work, or play here in St. Peter. So let me jump right into the workshop if I can. Here's a copy of the agenda, so you can see the agenda there. By the way, this is available online if you want to take a look online at our website, and I'll show you that website in a little bit. One of the first things that you'll see on this list is discussion about MS4, or one of the things that we also might use some terminology that's similar to that is our SWIP, which stands for Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan, SWIP, SWPPP, Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan. And there's a meeting coming up on this, so if you want to know more information about that SWIP, you can go to that meeting. It is March 13th from 1 to 4 o'clock. It's kind of really an open house from 1 to 4 o'clock March 13th at the Senior Center and the Community Center. Now, Amy Cam, who's the foreman of our stormwater utility, was at the council meeting last night, which is required by city or state law once a year for the council to have a discussion and to know what's going on in relation to our SWIP, our stormwater pollution prevention plan. And so she came and talked about a lot of different things, but one of the things that I thought would be interesting to you is this slide that's on the bottom, and you'll be able to see more information about this in an upcoming hot sheet. Let me try and get it zoomed in there really well. If you're taking a look at that information, this provides some amazing data about the amount of sediment, trash, and leaf removal that's done by the city on a regular basis. Now, why is this important? This is important because when we remove this stuff, that means it does not get to the Minnesota River. And as some of you may be aware, we do a lot of stuff to help protect the Minnesota River. Oh, I'm sliding around there. There you go. And so, well, you can read it for yourself, but lots of tons of sand, 636 tons of sand was collected from city streets, and 560 cubic yards of leaves. Now, on that sand, you know, some of that is from the previous winter that we put on there to make sure that people can drive around, but removing that from our system, keeping that from reaching the Minnesota River, along with all those leaves and the trash and other things that we pick up, is really important for our environment, and really specifically one of those things that the council sees is very important. Not just because we have to do it, but because really we should be doing it. So again, if you want to know more information about that, coming up on the 13th, March 13th at the Senior Center from 1 to 4 o'clock, there's an open house where you can find out about our SWIP and lots of other additional information about stormwater and what we do in relation to stormwater. You know, you pay for this on your utility bill, you really do, and so you have this great opportunity at this open house to know what we do, how we do it, and the value that you get or our community gets out of that. Next, I wanted to mention on this agenda that the council talked about a transit survey. Now, this is a transit survey that's being done cooperatively, not just the City of St. Peter, but also the City of Le Sueur and Vine Faith in Action. They do transportation, rides, lots of different things for people within our community and other communities. And we are working together to do a survey to kind of get some data. It might not be scientific data, but data about what people are looking for, where we're doing well, where maybe not, where are they looking for rides, what kind of rides, all those kind of things, so that we can modify or look at modification of a system that better meets people's needs. As an offshoot of this, frankly, this is a precursor to potentially working closer together with those groups to gain some efficiencies and to provide the services that folks are looking for. So when you see that information, it'll be coming out in hot sheet in a lot of different other ways. Please take time to fill out that survey. It's valuable information for us as we move forward. Again, looking to work together in ways that maybe we haven't been able to do in the past to find efficiencies and provide good service to you. So again, look for that. The last one that we talked about was downtown snow removal. You know, the downtown faces some unique challenges, and I'm going to show you this really nice colored map. And this purple area is the commercial business district, CBD. And so you'll see that that generally runs from Walnut up to Broadway, kind of roughly speaking, and from 3rd Street to Front Street on the east and west boundaries. One of the things that we struggle with during heavy snow years and snow removal is cars being left downtown overnight. Now they're not supposed to be. There's really no parking from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., but sometimes they get left, and that's not the worst thing in the world. But when they get left when there's snow removal, it causes us a big problem because we end up having to plow around them, and then there's anywhere from 4 to 6 parking stalls sometimes on those side streets with the angle parking that then don't get plowed for a day or two, and so they're not available for business parking. So customers that want to get into businesses downtown then can't use those stalls very well, or if you do, you got to climb up over the big snow and all that kind of stuff. So we're looking at some new ways to enhance that, and one of the ways that we're looking at doing it is providing for a specific snow plowing. Maybe it's called a snow emergency in the downtown, or we're just in the initial stage of thinking about it right now. But I think one of the ideas is that because the snow removal issues are unique downtown, unique as compared to the rest of the community and the residential parts of the community, that maybe there needs to be a different designation and different rules that apply down there a little bit. So anyway, one of the things that we're looking at very carefully is, should there be a different designation to make this work better for businesses downtown, and frankly to save all of us money so we don't have to plow back as many times. It costs money to plow back, right? So one of the things we're looking at, and you can see there kind of a timeline, let me make my fingers work here, from May here down to here, we're going to be trying to have some meetings and some discussions with folks that live or work or own buildings or have businesses in the downtown about what a change might mean, or if they have any great ideas about a change. Again, trying to make the rules fit the very unique nature of snow removal in that downtown area. So watch for that. I'm excited to kind of have that process in place and see if we can make things work better for all the folks that work, live, and have businesses in the downtown area. Now let me get to those tidbits. First, quick. If you still have a waste management garbage can or recycling container, make sure you set that out, leave it out on your curb empty on the 12th of March, and Waste Management will come around and pick it up. Use your new ones, your LJP ones, for your regular garbage and your regular recycling, but if you have the old ones, the Waste Management ones, set them out on March 12th and they will get picked up. That's kind of the snowbird day for those containers that didn't get picked up. Also want to mention quick that the ice rink warming house is going to close down. I know it's still cold, but in the next week or so it won't be, and the ice will start deteriorating pretty quick. We've had a great season, and I want to especially thank the folks from the Hockey Association. They donate a ton of time and effort and frostbitten fingers and toes to the effort to make sure that ice stays looking good down there. So thank you to them. They do a great job for our community, and that ice rink services so many people. So we really appreciate their efforts. Also, I want to mention to those of you that are involved in soccer association or volleyball association or baseball or any of the other kind of ball or athletic associations, that the survey for you that you promised that you would fill out just went out today, and you got a couple of weeks to fill that out. So please make sure that you send that back. We're going to use that data as we think about what we're going to do with what we've been calling the Lampert Farm, that 75 acres or so that the city bought at the end of last year to develop park facilities. So the data that those associations provide will help us think, plan, do on that land what works for the community. So anyway, it's really important that those association groups fill that out. So if you're responsible for that, please get it out. If you're not just a part of that association, let that person who's responsible know. Please get that filled out and turned back in. We'd really appreciate that. Cat licenses are due April 30th. Oh, that's really important to have your cats and dogs licensed. I won't get into a lot of reasons for that now, but it's very important. Also, we have job openings for meter readers and for wastewater treatment plant operators, wastewater operators. And also, I have a bunch of advisory board openings. I think this is the latest list, so take a look at that. It's human rights, heritage preservation, parks, tourism, planning, and zoning. You must live within the city limits, in the corporate city limits of St. Peter, to be able to volunteer for those. So if you want more information about that, call or email us. I'll let you know how to do that right here with our great regular graphics, right? You can email us there. Check us out on the website, Facebook. We'd love it if you like us. And call us if you have any questions. That's it for today. Thanks for clicking on State of the City.